Thank you, Presiding Officer. I am not a number, I am a free man. That quote will be instantly recognisable to fans of the 1960s science fiction series The Prisoner, and perhaps also the odd Iron Maiden fan in the chamber today. But of course, the use of the number to identify individuals in this series is used to heighten the surreal, dehumanising nature of a seeming idyllic village in which the protagonist finds himself. And there are many such examples in literature. Victor Hugo's Les Miserables, where Inspector Javert refers to the hero Jean Valjean by a prison number only, or the taking of the name Kunta Kinte to be replaced by a slave name in the semi-autobiographical Roots by Alex Haley, and Margaret Atwood's A Handmaid's Tale, where women's names are eliminated and diminished to being of Fred or of Glenn, of the man who controls them. And Liz Smith has reminded us by mentioning Daniel Pelka that the human race can be very, very cruel, and to our shame, it has understood the dehumanising effect of taking a name, like the branding of slaves, tattooing of victims in Belsen or Auschwitz or other concentration camps. The Presiding Officer, what are artists in seeking to challenge our understanding of humanity, and those with the most evil intent in our history have understood, is the power of a name. How deep in the psyche as human beings, as social beings, a name or the removal or denial of it can be. So if we can recognise the power of the denial of a name, we must also recognise in this chamber how powerful the giving of a name can be. Presiding Officer, I believe that the proposals for a named person that are included in the Children and Young People's Bill have the powers to be transformational in how society, professional, families, children and young people interact as we move towards the full implementation of getting it right for every child. We took evidence yesterday at the Education and Culture Committee. Kate Higgins of Children First talked about the reluctance of some kinship carers to engage with this system. That's a position of alienation, a disengagement. But Bill Alexander from Highlands Council, who have very successfully implemented getting it right for every child, used the phrase, "That is the power of the named person." That is the power of the named person. And I believe that this is a powerful development as we move towards the implementation of getting it right for every child, introduced by Labour and carried forward by SNP governments. Bill Alexander explained that named person, by and large, is the formalisation of good practice of what professionals have been doing for the majority of families. This change will be seamless, as the engagement of most families will be no different than it is at the moment. But where it will make a difference is where a family is in need. They need help or advice, and they now have a named person to contact, not a school building, not a helpline, not a job title, a named person. Someone who knows them and who has had the most fundamental exchanges of an introduction, an exchange of names. And so that named person is someone known to them, someone in their community, and someone that they know will have the well-being, under the Shinari principles, at the heart of everything they do in their engagement with this family. I look forward to this powerful movement towards a named person.
Many thanks. I now call George Adam.